I dread showing my ID and sending a selfie just so I can open an account. It's for my protection, they say, but that's obviously not true. KYC is humiliating, and I want it out of my life wherever possible. I often avoid things that require KYC because I don't like to have confrontations all the time, and I definitely don't like to submit. I always have to think about it. Should I refuse or make up a fake name, only when legal, of course? I had to get a gym membership recently, and they wanted my full name to give me the membership card. I had been dragging my feet on getting this membership for months, but eventually I had to just go for it. I had to lift weights. So I confidently gave my fake name, got my card, grabbed my gallon of milk, and had my workout. And that's only one KYC story I have. Later in this video, I'm going to tell you about a sacrifice I made that still hurts to think about. So why did the gym want my full name in the first place? In this case, it was a formality, but most of the time, when you're asked for your ID, it's to make the world a safer place. The airport needs your passport to ensure that you, your wife, and your kids aren't terrorists. And then you go through security to make sure you didn't stuff weapons, drugs, or cash into your kid's stuffed bear. Banks need your KYC information to prevent fraud, of course, to make sure that your money can be tracked and traced, so you aren't evading taxes or sending it to overseas criminals. The banks need to make sure that they are the only criminals that have access to your money. But the reality is that most terrorism and fraud is institutional. The citizens going through the airport aren't the people who are committing the crimes, so why are we subjected to these security and anti-fraud rituals? I'm not going to attempt to mind read the people in charge, but let's look at the effects of this. It's a continuation of our public school education. Sit down, shut up, do as you're told, show us your papers, walk through this x-ray machine. You're a bad person by default, unless you do as you're told. It is a humiliation ritual. The poking and prodding, the demands to see our papers, it diminishes our humanity. There are other ways though. Later in this video, I'll show you some of my favorite no KYC services that respect you and your privacy. Bad news, guys. The KYC security theater isn't going away anytime soon, and it's a disaster for our privacy. It isn't protecting us from criminals. Instead, it is subjecting us to criminals. Our data is being bought and sold and stolen by dark web hackers. Then we are spammed, scammed, and profiled. Look what happened to Equifax in 2017. They had a data breach that affected almost 150 million people. These companies, no matter how big and secure they are, they can't be trusted with our KYC data. It's such a massive lie, and it makes life so annoying. You know that feeling of being on a call with overseas customer service, going in circles, getting nowhere? We've all been there. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, come on, bank. I'm giving you guys my money for safekeeping and convenience. I should be putting you through a KYC process to make sure you aren't doing anything criminal with my money. But of course, they aren't doing anything criminal. It's all legal after all. Selling our data to data brokers and rehypothecating our wealth, basically gambling with our deposits, it's all perfectly legal. And it's only going to get worse. It looks like digital ID is coming, and I think almost everyone is just going to go along with it. So how can you even opt out of this KYC scam? You can't really. It's required for your interactions with government, banking, travel. There's no way around it. But you can still avoid it in certain ways. Using cash instead of credit cards is a good way to opt out of KYC payments. Or if you're buying cryptocurrency, purchase it without KYC at an ATM or a peer-to-peer exchange. Don't send anyone your ID and selfie photo unless you absolutely have to. Like this example. When I decided to make this YouTube channel, I wasn't thinking about money. I actually didn't think anyone would watch my stuff for months or more, or maybe ever. And yet, here we are 5 months later, I've reached 4,000 subscribers, and I'm of course extremely grateful for all of you. I could even monetize my channel. All I need to do is send YouTube my ID for KYC verification, and then receive payments to my KYC bank account. Oh boy. Yeah, I have no plans to do that, which means YouTube will serve up ads to you and I will get none of the profit. This is a sacrifice that I'm choosing to make because I value my ID and my privacy more than the $100 a month YouTube might send me. But what if that $100 someday turns into $1,000 or $5,000? It hurts me to think about it. And even then, I won't send my ID. So what can you do to avoid KYC like this? Probably more than you think. First of all, I just made a video on how to get a phone number without KYC using Silent Link and Voice over IP. The link's in the description, check it out. And now, let's take a look at a website that curates a list of services that do not require KYC. It is called KYC Not Me. There's a ton of useful tools listed here, such as RoboSats, Malvat VPN, JMP.chat and SilentLink, Simple Login, and way more. Go through it for yourself and see what you can use to become more sovereign. I found plenty of services on there. Living with KYC is so exhausting. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, but whenever you can, keep your ID to yourself.